Welcome to our home. This is our bedroom. This is our sitting room. Wow, it's gonna kill. This is our kitchen. This is our toya and nebu.
For you, you can see for yourself the transition. That house is so beautiful, and this is how she used to live in a mud house. Hello, my good people. Welcome and welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is where we deconstruct and construct the stories on the YouTube streets. By the way, my people, how are you? How is your morning? How is your afternoon? And how is your evening? So let's jump up to what is happening right now on the YouTube streets. And so, yesterday as I was walking through the YouTube streets, I had someone, even not someone, let me just mention her, Coco Mama. She was saying that Linet handpicked Mama Chogo so that she could replace Claris. This is pure and a big fat lie. You remember when Mama Chogo used to do some chores for Claris? Do you remember? If you're a true fan of AVL, you can remember. She started by washing clothes, then fetching firewood with Christine. Then she was still fetching water and doing some chores up and down. So by this woman saying that Linet handpicked Mama Chogo for her to replace Claris, it is a very big fat lie. Let me show you where they started. So when Coconut comes here to tell us that Linet was that Claris was overworked, and that is pure lies. So who was overworking here? Is it Mama Chogo or is it Claris? Mama Chogo was overworking. So who is hardworking? Clearly, it's Mama Chogo. For Claris, she only had to cook. So what's the big issue of cooking? And the food belongs to her. She's the one who is going to eat the food. So why shouldn't she cook? After all, even if Linet didn't make videos, she could have cooked for the family. So what's the biggie there? But even for Mama Chogo, even if she worked hard, that was her job. She was given salary. So we can't say that even her she worked, that it's just that she's a humble woman, she's down to earth, and she was doing her work. At the line of duty, people saw her and people loved her. So that's all. No one was overworked there. If we talk about overworking, the person who overworked is both Linet and Charlo. Do you imagine coming all the way from Kirinyaga, miles and miles away from Vipingo? She come from Kirinyaga to come and make content in Vipingo. So who is overworking here? For me, I guess, not even I guess, I know, it's Linet and the husband who overworked, not Claris. Claris never overworked anywhere. Do you know that to come from Kirinyaga to Vipingo, it will drain you both physically and emotionally? Let me explain. If she used an aeroplane, maybe she took not over 1 hour for her to reach here. So when she reaches, she has to take a matatu. A matatu is a car that we use public transport. So that's so tedious. So when you say she was overworked, Clarissa was overworked. Even I'm wondering if really that woman thinks. So she comes, then she doesn't even have to rest. She takes the equipments, then she prepares everything from equipments to props. props in this case, it's the ingredients. And to add on that, thinking of the recipe on which of the food to be represented, that's so tedious. If you are a woman, you know how it is hard to decide on what to cook. So for her, going and making a recipe and explaining to someone on how to cook that recipe, it's so hard. How, imagine me taking someone to let her know, do this, put this on this, and make this and this, because some of the food that Claris cooks, I 100% bet that she has never cooked, because here in the coast our cuisine is different from other counties. Every county has their different type of food, and that does not mean that other people don't cook coasterian food. They do, but in minimal rates. So maybe not. She doesn't know some of the ingredients that were used there, because most of the time people from the coast love cooking rice or ugali, mostly pilau and biryani. Though they are perfect in cooking that, but the other things, they can be perfect, but not that perfect. So it was maybe tedious for Linet to teach her on new recipes. Imagine teaching a grown-up woman how to cook some new recipes. It's so hard. Then you have to prep her on how to behave, on how to arrange the ingredients. That was so tedious for her. So even before they release one video, these people, they are so tired. They are so tired in all manner, physically, emotionally, name them all. You know, I saw Coco Mama showing us that video when not Linet, Claris was on top of a tuk-tuk with her stones for building. Then I just felt like laughing, because where was the husband? Where was James? That most of the time those are work for men, but women can still do. But where was the husband to do such jobs? For Mama Chogo, you always see Baba Chogo on those cars on top, trying to maneuver where to source for materials for building their house. So for that was the James lagging behind, not helping the wife. And do you know, before they started making profit, Linet was going in her pocket to put up those videos. So she had to gain some profit for her to start catching up with that YouTube channel. She never got any profit the first time. Even when you go back to the videos, you'll see the first videos never made a lot of views. They are starting to make views now, because now people are rewatching. But in the past, because I'm a very good follower of AVL from way back when she was in Turkana. So when you say that she misused her, that's total lies. She never made profit, because when you calculate the cost of everything, it doesn't add up. She went loss, but maybe she knew what she was doing. She knew that at the end it will bring the profit, and the money will come back. And do you know, for Claris, it's profit on top of profits, because for her it's only cooking. The food is provided for her. Everything is provided for her. It's only cooking, of which she has to do anyway for her family, even if Linet wasn't making videos. So for her, it's profit on profit. You are brought for food for free. You eat, then you sleep. You wake up, you cook, you eat, you sleep. So she wasn't overworked anywhere. On top of that, she was being paid. First, the husband wasn't appearing, so she was paid alone. When the husband started appearing, now they started paying both of them. I don't know why they don't insist of that. Both of them were being paid. Imagine, both of them were paid each and every day. They were paid per day, per video. If they didn't make a video, they weren't paid. But I guess they were paid, not I guess, I know, they were paid on a daily basis. That's now every time they made a video, they earned something, both the husband and the wife. They were not given all together. They were given, but in each one of them were given in their own way. You know, so many people are wishing for what happened to Claris to happen to them. Someone coming to your house, telling you to make videos, they give you food, then they build for you, they can take you for holidays, they take you in a yacht. So many people, Nini, want to be in her shoes, but she doesn't know. So many people would love to be in her shoes. They came here lying to us that that Claris was working. She was not working. She was a stay-at-home mom. She wasn't working. I don't know about James. I don't know about the husband, James. I don't know if he was working or he was not working. So maybe the time that we never saw him in the videos, maybe he was at work. So I can't tell for sure if he was working or not, but maybe not. When they were not making the videos, maybe he was at work. So he couldn't make the videos because he was at work. With time, Linet started making profit. We know that because of the views started increasing, and for the views to start increasing, it is because of the quality of the videos. The videographer took so beautiful views. You know how the scenery is. That's what kept on making people to see more and more and more. I don't think necessarily people watched because of Claris. Maybe not, but most of the time it's because of the quality of the videos, and maybe what people wanted to know what recipe it was and how that food was cooked. As for me, I clicked that AVL. Every time I clicked because maybe I wanted to know how an octopus is cooked, and how you cook it with maybe 3 stones, how you cook it with firewood, but not necessarily because of Claris. I think most people watch because they want to know. If you are in Europe or in America, you want to know how people in Africa live, how people in Africa cook, and how they arrange their ingredients, or how they get the ingredients, and the vicinity, how it looks. So people are curious to know what happens in Africa, the people who live abroad. But for us who live here, for me, I wanted to know how an octopus is cooked and the recipe behind that. For me, this is a win-win situation. Linet got her profit by making the views, and Claris got her own portion too. She was given a token of a house and taken to so many places, given gifts. Her kids were educated, and for her, she was bought even a land. So she has an extra land where she said that she'll build another house. They were maybe in the process of building her, I don't know, but she said that she'll build another house there for her kids or for rentals. But somehow I applaud her for not accepting this bullshit of this lazy gang coming to tell her to sue Linet. What will she sue her for? For her building her a house? For her taking her kids to school? What will be her basis? What will be her grounds of suing Linet? They were forcing her to sue Linet. They really forced her, but she refused. The whole family, they say that they won't sue her. I don't know their reasons, but we can all guess the reasons is because it is evident. Because the judge will be shocked. How can someone build for you a house, then you're coming here to sue them? What are you suing them for? For building you a house? These people are really misleading her. You remember when JT told them to make a video and say that, oh, we can't let anyone to sue JT. When you take JT to court, we are going together. We won't let anyone to sue JT. We are going with him to the court or to the jail. Now, where are they? Where are they? Will they go with JT to the court or to the jail? No. It was just a hype. That Nene JT was trying to manipulate Linet, thinking that she'll calm down, or she will not go to the courts, and she will back down. I think JT never knew that it will go this far. He thought that Linet is like Marwa. She'll just talk and talk, then it fades away. He never saw this coming. He just took it for a ride. Now I see the story of Dimwango, the brother to Marwa, is giving him some energy. Is giving him some wings to loiter around the YouTube. Because the last video he did, his face was fluffy, his eyes were fluffy. You could tell that he's stressed, but he's pretending to us that he's not stressed, that nothing is happening. But behind the scenes, I know a lot is happening. That should be a lesson to him. Now he's having a field day with the story of D pregnancy. Even if it's he's trying to put himself into deep trouble. By us reacting doesn't mean we should defame or disrespect other people or invade in their privacy. No, 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 no. We only react to what is provided in the internet. Whatever is not provided is undercover or is inside someone's home or in their compound. We don't go searching. No, no, no. We just react to what is in the YouTube streets. Or what do you think, my people? Comment on the comment section below. Tell me what you think. Okay, until next time, until the next video, let's meet again. Bye. Oh, before you go, remember to subscribe and just leave a comment so that I can know what you think, and like, give me a like.